Athletes, welcome back. We are continuing that Games Week programming with a variation of the pig chipper. Now, we know you don't have a pig at home. If you do have a pig, it's probably a real pig, and we don't want to flip that. So we got some bodyweight movements coming your way that you're going to be able to use to replicate that event as close as possible. We got Shane, we got Clara. We are ready to warm up with you, so get ready, get set. It's coming up next. Athletes, our warm-up is here. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. We are starting with down dog seal pose transitions. So go ahead and get down on the floor. We're gonna go into our down dog in 3, 2, 1. So hips are gonna come up into the air, and then you're gonna drop those hips down to the floor into your seal pose. We're gonna switch back and forth between these two for 2 to 3 reps, just because we wanna get our body opened up, and we wanna do that at a slower pace. Then we'll increase. After athletes get done with one more transition, we are gonna go ahead and go into a lunge position. So one foot is gonna go forward. From here, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna place the opposite hand on the floor as the foot that's forward. So we got Shane with his left foot down and right foot forward. Same thing with Clara. They're gonna take their free arm, which should be their right arm, reach through that left hand and then up towards the ceiling, rotating up. So when you're doing this, you're always turning away from the hand that is placed on the floor. If you want to make this stretch a little bit more intense, you can go ahead and elevate the back knee off the floor. If not, you can keep it down on the ground. We're going to go ahead and relax and switch sides now. So go ahead and take the opposite foot, put it forward, and then we're going to take that opposite hand, put it forward, and reaching through our arm and up towards the ceiling. If you're having problems with this one, everybody has problems with this. It's like patting your head and rubbing your stomach. I know, we'll get it. It's a skill, you will develop it, but we just want to really make sure we're getting that rotation through our hips and our upper body. We're gonna go ahead and stand up, and then we're not doing anything fancy right now. We're just going through air squats. Claire's gonna go to the box, Shane's gonna go freestanding, and we are just gonna go through some air squats here, making sure range of motion feels good. If you got any Rice Krispies in those joints, which is your snap, crackle, and pops, we're getting them out right now. I'm not even gonna pull a sneaky on you and give you surprise burpees or anything like that. We're just working through these reps. Next one that we have, we are gonna go into step back lunges. So our step back lunges are gonna be in place for Shane. Claire is gonna grab a PVC pipe because we're gonna show you an option you can do for assisted. She's gonna hold this in front of her and use that as her Gandalf staff of you shall not pass with bad reps, because we're only doing good ones today. We're touching our back knee to the floor. Now, if you do this at home, make sure that you have something that's not gonna slide on the floor. If you got a broom handle, stick it in the corner of the room so it can't go anywhere, but can still give you that support. If we wanna change and use a box or a chair, we can do that for assisted as well. And we're gonna go ahead and relax. We are gonna go down onto the floor for hand release push-ups now. Claire is gonna go to the box. She is not doing hand release because that would not be comfortable on that box. But we got Shane on the floor lifting those hands up for just a second and then going right back into the next rep. We've got Clara on the box here, touching her chest to the box. So it's gonna be right around sternum level. So adjust your feet wherever you need to so that you look like Clara right now. We can change that height and make it higher to go easier or lower to be harder. We're gonna go ahead and relax. The next one we have are going to be alternating V-ups. So both athletes are gonna get on the floor here, and then we're gonna go opposite hand to opposite foot. Take a measured pace because I'm gonna talk a little bit longer with Clara on this one. We've got modified V-ups for her. So I'm gonna have Clara relax for just a second. Our easiest level is gonna be reaching forward with those hands and right back down. We're not doing a complete sit-up. We're only going until we can touch the tops of our knees and back down. The next one that we have is that she's gonna relax upper body, and she's just gonna bring those knees up to her chest, and then back down, and then back up. Shane, keep going, you're doing great. And then back and relax. I'm gonna have athletes go ahead and stand up. We're gonna hit our other variations in just a second when we get back to it. Next one, we've got our down dog seals pose transition again. So we're back down on the floor. We're gonna increase our speed just a little bit now. So I want you to think about not necessarily holding the end position. As soon as you hit that end position, you're right back down into your seal pose, then right back up into your down dog, right back down into your seal, right back into your down dog position. We're gonna go ahead and stand up. We're in our world's greatest stretch. So put one foot forward, opposite hand on the floor, and reach through that arm. We're gonna go up and back, and we're gonna go through this, no pausing at the front or the back. I want you guys to reach through and then right back into your next one. Let's go ahead and switch sides now. And we're going back through that arm again. If you are confused and you don't know which side you're going, remember, if left foot is forward, right hand is forward, right foot is on green, and your yellow foot is towards, or I don't know, that's too many feet. Next one we have, go ahead and stand up. We're going back into our air squats now. I will surprise you a little bit. Let's do some jumping air squats here. So I just want you to get a little bit of dynamic ballistics going on. So get off the floor just a little bit. If you're doing the assisted version, you can go to a calf raise at the top. Go ahead and relax. The next one that we have is our step back lunges. So our step back lunges, this time Claire is gonna use the box. She's gonna hang on to that box, place her hand on the box as she steps back. And then we got Shane on our freestanding. Next one we have, we're back into our hand release push-ups. The workout hasn't even started and that Mario Kart music in the last round is playing right now because there's a sense of urgency. I need to get your heart rates up. We're going through these reps in 3, 2, 1, and stand back up. And then I need Shane down on the ground for alternating V-ups. I need Clara back on the floor. And now we're gonna make these a little bit more difficult. So we did upper body only, lower body only. Now we can add both. So Clara's gonna bring her hands and her knees up as she goes through. So reach towards your feet and bring those knees up and back down. And just like that. You can go with this at the range of motion that you feel comfortable with. Last thing is that relax from Clara just a second. If you wanna do V-ups, but you can't touch your toes, you can touch knees or mid-thigh. You pick the landmark on your body that you wanna go for. That is it for the warm-up. We've done enough talking. We are ready to work out. I know that Shane and Claire are ready to go. We are ready to go with you. The fitness is coming up next, so turn the cell phone on silent, grab your water. Don't be flipping any pigs in this workout, because this is serious. But we're gonna do our best to figuratively flip our pigs, because the workout's coming your way, so get ready, here it comes. Athletes, your workout's here. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. We are going into our jumping lunges and assisted step back lunges. So find your spots. We are starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Claire's got a late start, but she's gonna catch up to Shane. We've got Clara on the staff of Gandalf for these assisted step back lunges. If you guys don't have one of those, you're welcome to use a chair or any implement that will stay steady and not move on you when you're putting your body weight on it. We've got Shane going into our jumping lunges here. So with our jumping lunges, he's doing a great job of getting full extension in his hips when he goes up. It's not required for the range of motion or the points of performance there. So if you guys are trying to go a little faster, you are allowed to do that. We got Shane flying through his push-ups here. We're gonna double all his reps. Clara's finished up with her PVC pipe, and notice she's putting it out of the way so she doesn't accidentally step back on it. From here, she's gonna go to her elevated push-ups on the box. We've got Shane finishing up his push-ups there, and he is on to his V-ups. He has 40 V-ups that he has to go through. Now, when we're going through our V-ups, hands and feet have to touch the floor at the bottom of the reps, and then Shane is going up and touching his toes. With this, if we need to modify range of motion, we can touch our laces, we can touch our ankles, we can touch our shins, we can touch our knees, we can even touch our quads. But you pick the range of motion that's gonna allow you to replicate this, because I don't wanna ruin the end of the movie for you, but you have 80 total V-ups, which is no joke. This is like we're doing the games right now, because that is a lot of V-ups. So your core is definitely gonna be feeling it. We got Clara going through our easiest variation with these. We're just going through with our upper body, and we're reaching forward the same way that if we were gonna be reaching for our toes. If you look at Shane and Clara right now, their upper bodies are doing very close to the same thing. Claire's gonna go through these reps. She's gonna get 20 in, and then we're gonna alternate to our lower body piece. So she's gonna take her hands, put them by her sides on the floor, and then she's gonna bring those knees up, and then she'll touch her heels slightly to the floor. She takes her hands and she places them underneath her hips, because that's gonna help her protect her lower back as she goes through this movement, and then she'll go back out and then bring them right back up. If both legs are too difficult and you wanna modify further, we can go a single leg. So we can take one in and then one out. Both legs can be extended, and then you can bring one in and one out, just like that. And you choose the difficulty on these V-ups, because this is a movement that is infinitely modifiable. So you can pick your difficulty level or pick your fitness adventure today and do a mix and match of what's gonna work best for you. We got Shane into his squats to overhead reach, and we got Clara right behind him. I know that she's gonna catch up. We're gonna have to make one of these fitness wagers, and I know Shane loves me saying that right now. We got Clara doing her squats down to her box that she's using. So with this, we still want the same points of performance. So knees are out, chest is up as we squat. And with Clara, we are stopping her at a position that she feels comfortable with if she's newer to squats. If you guys have done squats for a while, but it's still something that's a little bit difficult to do on your own balance, then what we can do is we can use a height that's gonna be lower, ultimately with the goal of trying to get below parallel. If you need to do these squats to an object that is below parallel, that is fine as well. Just keep in mind that we're never sitting down on the box unless we need to. So it's really just a target that we're going down to, and then we're standing right back up, getting full extension in the hips and knees. Both athletes are at the halfway point in this workout. We are finishing up with our squats to overhead reach for Shane and our squats to chair or squats to object for Clara. And they got 80 reps here. I can't even imagine counting to 80 reps after all the movements that we've done, but you guys can do it. If you're not sure what number you're on, you're always at the lower of the two that you had in your head. So if you're like, I'm either at 50 or I'm either at 30, you were definitely at 30. Make sure you get all those reps in. We don't wanna cheat and give ourselves credit for a couple that we didn't do. But both athletes are staying at a fantastic pace here. If you need to break at any time, that is allowed. Don't feel like you gotta go unbroken all the way through. And then most importantly, you know I'm gonna say something about your breathing, because I see a couple of you holding your breath. I need you to think about breathing out every time you come up out of that squat. Athletes are on the tail end of these squats, and then we're getting right back into our V-ups for our second set of 40. Shane, where are you at? How many? Oh, 80. There we go. Both athletes are off the squats at the same time, and we are on to our V-ups. Clara has a look of determination on her face, and I would even argue a sense of confidence that she's gonna beat Shane in this workout, and that's all it takes, because Shane's gonna turn the motor on right now. We've got Clara. Shane's giving Clara time right now to build up a healthy lead. We got Clara going with the upper body version of this. Again, you can change up any variation that you want. If you need to mix and match to meet your fitness level, please do so. I would rather see you doing modified good reps than trying to do the RX movement and not meeting the standard, or having to do something to manipulate the movement to try and meet that standard. Clara got done with her upper body piece, so again, she's having this, and for her lower body, she's gonna do that other 40 reps, and we got the option of both legs, single legs. We can do both legs in and one out, or both legs out and one in. Shane is breaking up the V-ups, and it's very, very smart to do this on this movement, because you look at V-ups and you're like, hey, I don't think that's gonna be that difficult, but when you get into it, this is your entire core. It's upper body and lower body, it's everything together. So thinking about going fast, quick sets like we would on push-ups is gonna help you prevent burning out. So he's going through, we're hitting 2 to 3 reps, we're taking a rest, then we're going again, making sure we're getting that breath in between reps. And every time that Shane goes up, he's exhaling. That's what we need from you. Now, I don't mean to alarm anyone, but Clara is on to her elevated push-ups. Shane is going to push the ground away rather than his body up. That's how much he's gonna get on this workout and pick this pace up. We're finishing up V-ups for Shane, and Clara does a look back while she's on her push-ups just to establish a little bit more dominance in the lead that she has on this workout. She's taking a break. She's thinking about how sweet the victory is gonna taste after this workout. And again, on these elevated push-ups, we can change the height. Oh, you better hurry, because Shane's on his push-ups, and you know he's not joking around. Oh, Clara, you better move, because he is coming for you. You gotta go. There's no laughing here. So right now, if we are neck and neck, Shane, I'm pretty sure has done 80 push-ups all in this one set. And then we've got to get, oh, Clara, we had it. We were at the finish line. The standings after this on our games leaderboard for our at-home workout are going to be shaken up. Clara was the sure favorite on this one, and Shane has made an incredible comeback onto those jumping lunges. Clara is over to her assisted step back lunges, and Shane is done. Shane, great job. Athletes, if you're still on those V-ups right now, don't be discouraged. We want you to keep chipping away, even if you're doing singles at this point. 80 V-ups is a lot of reps, so give yourself some credit for what you've done. Don't get caught up in where you are in the workout compared to other people. Only focus on yourself and the effort that you're applying right now. If you need to modify, you can. We got Clara finishing up on these assisted step back lunges. She's got a little smirk on her face because she was sure that she had Shane. And Shane snuck up from behind. Great job, Clara. Putting the PVC pipe back right where we want it to make sure it's out of the way. both athletes shaking hands. Athletes, if you're still working at home, please keep going. If you are done, fantastic job. If you're not done yet, great job to you when you finish. Make sure that you stick around. We got the cool down coming up next. We will see you in a moment. Athletes, great job. The pigs have been flipped. The fitness is over. You guys survived with us and we had a great time the entire time. Now, if you enjoyed what we did today and you're not a part of the Mayhem Athlete community, I gotta ask you why not. You're gonna find athletes like Shane, like Clara, like our camera guy Josh, that do these workouts every single day, and they will accompany you along your way to your fitness journey, whether you're just trying to be a little bit better, a little bit fitter each day so that you can flip any pig that gets in your way, or you can make it all the way to the CrossFit Games floor and flip the real pigs that they have there. So again, start that 7-day free trial today, because remember, if you're saying you're gonna start it someday, the last time I checked, someday's not on the calendar. So let's start it today and get your way onto a better, fitter version of yourself. Now, if this is your first time joining us or your 20th time joining us, you know I got really serious because the cool down's here. I gotta make sure that you understand the importance of this because your body just took care of you. So stick around, make some time, do this cool down, and take care of your body. Most importantly, be good, be kind, and join us again for another great day of fitness.